It's worked out pretty well. You still might be able to say track somebody, maybe, because I think they might leave that in, due to, you know, making it so, say you have like the three of us and there's an enemy here, making it so Artie just doesn't, you know, I don't think that they should keep like team damage from HE, so Artie doesn't have like no negatives or any negatives for firing next to teammates. I think they might leave in track damage, stuff like that, say like module damage, but no like HP damage from teammate shots. I didn't have a Sixth Sense Camille because that's a new tank I have, the Cody AT-15. I keep all my tanks, so usually I don't, you know, transfer over crews because that's really expensive for me to do gold wise. Like I'm up to 374 tanks, I think. So usually until I get to tier 10, I just get a new crew for each tank, just for the sake of, you know, expenses. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit too, Doug. Hello, Bruno. Nice to see you. But basically, Wargaming, they haven't 100%, excuse me, percent confirmed it, but they've basically outlined and said it's highly likely. Like, they haven't run into any problems on the super test with it, I believe, where basically 1.0 is coming this month at some point, but I'm hoping I don't get completely hammered here. But basically 1.0.1 is going to come out, say, a month or two after, where we should see them add in whatever maps they don't get swapped over to HD in the first 1.0 update. Apparently they're removing the gold cost of premium shells, that first patch after this one this month, and then most likely with it removing team damage. Basically it's adding in whatever they don't have done for the first patch, and then a couple balancing changes, but as far as I know, no new tanks or anything along that line. It's mainly just adding in, you know, the maps and a few little changes or stuff like that. Gonna be really iffy. Oops, he knows I'm here now. Come on. Let's say I'm trying to base my shots off of... I know that there's only a little fence there I can punch through. I set him on fire again. Awesome. He already used his fire extinguisher. He's probably a little bit angry. Oh, I missed. Shot a little too low there. But he practically just got killed by an AT-15. Inflation on the lead. What do you mean by that, Dean? If you're looking at like the URL, that actually was supposed to be closed down the 28th. So everything's switching over to commands. They're in the video description. But if you're like looking at the chart on there, if it like spiked for some reason, I had to give myself like 1,000,000 Levi biscuits because I was testing a lot of things earlier today and over the past couple days when I was working on. Alright, so our people are all fighting each other, which is no good. Oh, got weak spots on your turret, thank God. No, just showed his lower plate, even though I missed. We're actually doing pretty well, outside of everyone fighting. Everyone fighting each other on our own team. If that wasn't happening, we probably would have won by now. Still have a shot on him. It's a question of whether I can hit it or not. I can technically hit his lower plate too. Like, I'm using a little bit of premium here, given that it's a defender. And also it seems like our team is not capable of working with one another. Oops. I thought the T-54 might have kept him at bay. Oh, don't do that, T-54. They still have a 704 and a T-32 behind us. I should have had HE here, come on. Awesome. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. And Poser. Yeah, the raffle's coming up shortly here. The volume for what? Like, my voice? I can try to bump that up a little bit. Right now I have it, so I have the gain turned down by like 3 decibels. Just to kind of, it's mainly because the explosions, like when I get hit in sniper view, are really loud. But if you're talking about my voice, I can try to bump it up here. If I do it too much, it starts, you can start hearing like the, say, the background noise. Like say a car driving by and stuff like that, but I can try to bump it up a little bit. Hello, Merlin. Nice to see you. But at least we're gonna get a win here. The AT-15, since they buffed it, it's actually a pretty good tank now. Like, I like the AT-15A a lot, but the AT-15, ever since it basically a little bit higher alpha, tweaked the guns around a little bit in the armor. It definitely works really well now. Let me tip Levi again here. Unfortunately, Matthew, I don't have a charioteer. You go, buddy. The commands are video description. Hey, I actually got an ace tanker. Thanks for requesting the AT-15 there. I haven't played it very much. You know, my crew's only at like 46%, so that's like four or 5 battles. But top 2 damage in a tier 10 battle, that's not bad at all. Almost 1300 base experience. Yep, didn't even have to use that much, you know, APCR. Just a few shots here or there. Ready then. So let me clip that out. I'll just bump up to